Please begin in a comfortable seat, a nice cross-legged seat, easy seated pose, or Sukhasana. You'll be sure that the skin is slid out and away from underneath the sits bones. And then the eyes will softly close when you're ready. On your next inhale, you'll lengthen or lift through the top or crown of head. And on the exhale, you'll soften or relax the shoulders, the muscles, and face. Begin to allow the breath to just enter and exit through the nostrils with ease. Moving at a pace that's comfortable for you, while allowing the inhales to still match the length of the exhales. Start to generate a little bit of awareness, making sure that that belly is rising and expanding on the inhale, creating greater space for air. And on the exhales, belly contracts back to the spine, air releases. On the inhales, the belly rises. On the exhales, the belly contracts back to spine. When your next inhale comes, bring both palms together in front of the heart, bowing the head to the hands slightly. You'll then extend both arms out in front of you, palms together. Inhale, open both arms. Exhale to close them. Moving in a quick pace, inhaling to open, exhaling to close. And warming the shoulder blades, opening the space in front of body, creating a bit of energy. Inhaling to open, exhaling to close. Bring both palms back in front of the heart. Take a moment to just observe the body, noticing the energy, the sensations. And then bring both palms to your sides. Plant the right palm to the ground. Inhale, left arm open to the ceiling or sky. You can gaze up if that's comfortable for neck. On your exhale, release left hand to the ground. Plant the left hand. Inhale, right arm open, skyward. Gazing up if that's comfortable for neck. Anchoring through right hip. And exhale, release right hand back to the ground. Uncross the legs here. And rock back to a nice comfortable balance and boat pose. You can allow the sit bones to be rooted, the low back to remain nice and firm. You can bring the hands under the legs, keeping the knees bent, or straighten the legs. Release and straighten the arms. You notice the body's in a V-like shape. The low back is not rounded. You're breathing in and out through the nose. Even breath. Exhale, release both legs back to the ground in cross-legged position. Just inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, gaze over left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gaze over right shoulder. Inhale again, lengthen spine, sit tall. Exhale, gaze over your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Bring both palms back to the heart center. Send both arms and gaze up on inhale. Exhale, float the arms down to the sides. From here, you'll uncross the legs. Find one more boat pose, any variation. Low back is firm, chest is lifted. On exhale, cross the legs, plant the hands in front of you, step the feet back into a plank position. Wrists are rooted underneath the shoulders, pressing through the fingertips in addition to the wrists, and the heels away from the head. On your exhale, press back to a downward facing dog, sending the hips away from hands, tailbone high, relaxing the shoulders from the ears. On your exhale, you'll bend the knees, look ahead, step or walk to the top of mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale as you fold. Just relax here for a moment, bringing the arms together, crossing the arms, allowing a bend to the knees to protect the low back. And slowly rise up to standing on your next inhale. You'll plant both feet, send the shoulders up to the ears on inhale. Exhale, shoulders around, down, and back. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, around, down, and back. Inhale, create some tension. Exhale, release that tension. Inhale, send both arms and gaze up. Exhale, bend to fold forwards. Come up halfway on inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank. Travel high to low, chaturanga. Inhale, expand the chest, upward dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Few breaths here, even breath. As always, maybe allowing a bend to the knees or allowing the legs to bend one at a time, bringing greater length to the backs of legs or hamstrings. On the next exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, travel back to the top. Halfway up on the inhale, exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, send palms to heart. Again, up on the inhale and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway up to a flat back on inhale. Exhale, make your way to a plank position. Travel high to low and exhale. Inhale, expand the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Keep the hands planted firmly. The tailbone is high. Belly draws in and up towards the tailbone or spine. Exhale, bend the knees and look ahead. Step back to the top of mat. Come up halfway on inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, draw to standing. Exhale, palms to heart. Again, inhale up. Exhale as you fold forwards. Lift halfway on the inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Hop back if you like to a plank. Travel high to low. Inhale as you come up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Make sure the spine is nice and long. The arms match the lengthened spine. Shoulders again relaxed from ears. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, return back to the top. Travel halfway up on inhale. Exhale on the fold. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, send palms to heart center. On the next inhale, lift the arms and gaze up. Exhale as you fold forwards. Come up halfway again to a flat back. This time, bend the knees, bring the hands to the shins, draw the navel in the spine, open the arms like you're flying. Exhale, round. Allow the arms to grab the shoulders, giving yourself a hug. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, round and hug. Inhale, open. Exhale, round and hug. Inhale, open, and exhale to hug. Come up halfway again on the inhale, flattening the back. Exhale as you fold. This time you can draw the arms or fingers together, interlacing them, lifting the hands skyward. You can keep the legs straight or bring a small bend to the knees. And then bend the knees, send both arms up towards the ceiling or sky to Utkatasana, chair pose. Be sure the tailbone is pointed down. On the exhale, fold forwards, bring those fingers to an interlace. Inhale, lift the arms and hands as much as you can, opening the shoulder blades. Neck is relaxed. And exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, lift the arms, chair pose. Take one more breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Bringing the fingers back to that interlace one more time. Allowing shoulder blades to open. And then exhale, release the hands to the shins. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to your plank. Travel high to low. Inhale on upward dog and exhale back to downward dog. Lift the right leg on inhale. Pull the right knee into chest on exhale. Lengthen on inhale. Pull right knee to right elbow on exhale. Lengthen on inhale. Right knee to left elbow on exhale. Lengthen one more time on inhale. Swing and step that right foot through. Come up to a warrior one. Right knees over the ankle. Left heel is fallen. On your exhale, send both palms in front of the heart. Shift the weight into the front right leg, keeping the right knee bent. Lift the left leg into warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Press into the palms to open the chest and flatten the back. Point the left toes down, flexing the left foot so hips square towards the ground. Slowly set that left foot down to a warrior 2, so opening that back left foot, opening the hips, arms to a T, gaze over the front right hand. The front heel matches the back arch of your left foot. Slowly release that left arm to the thigh. Inhale, right arm skyward. Exhale, both hands to the top. Back to your plank position. Travel high to low. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. This time the left leg will lift on the inhale, and you'll exhale for those pulses. So left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, left leg rises. left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lengthen, left foot travels to the top of the mat, right heel falls. Inhale up to warrior one, left knee over left ankle. Then on the exhale, palms come down in front of the heart. You'll shift the weight into the left foot, keeping a bend to the left knee. Lift the right leg into warrior three. Keeping hands in prayer, keep a nice open chest and flat back. Flexing that right foot or leg. Pressing right heel away from the head. Slow and controlled, you'll keep a bend to that left knee and very slowly set that right foot down, opening the right foot so it's parallel to mat. Opening arms to a T, gaze over the left middle finger. Front left heel matches back right arch. Release that right hand to right thigh. Inhale, left arm to lengthen. And exhale, both hands to the top of the mat. Take it back to your plank. Travel high to low. Inhale, upward dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. The next exhale, bend the knees, look ahead. Hop if you can to top of mat. Come up halfway on inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, send palms to heart. Again, inhale and gaze up. Exhale, palms to the ground. Lift up halfway on inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to the plank, travel high to low. Inhale, expand the chest, up dog, and exhale, back to downward dog. Right leg lifts again on the inhale. You'll swing it through this time up to a high lunge, so lifting the back left heel off the mat. We'll press into that back left heel. Right knee stays over the ankle. Exhale, open the arms to a twist or to your right. So left arm's in front, right arm is behind you. You can gaze ahead for balance. And then slowly release that left hand to the ground under the left shoulder, right arm skyward, so a twisted lunge. Slowly release the right hand to the ground, pulse the weight forward into the right foot, keeping a bend to the right knee. Lift the left leg, like in warrior three, but the left hand is down this time. You'll inhale, open the right arm skyward, revolved half moon. Exhale, release the right hand, set the left foot back down. Inhale up to high lunge. From here, release the left arm under the right arm, crossing the elbows if you can, into eagle arms. Drawing the elbows away from you and hands skyward. Again, pulse the weight forward. See if you can cross in one step the left leg over the right leg. Feel free to keep the left toes connected to the ground to help balance. Draw the elbows away from you and hands skyward. And make sure that the tailbone is pointing down-ish. On your exhale, just release to a cross-legged forward fold, relaxing the head and neck. Left leg is crossed over the right. Feel free to loosen in the neck or softly let the neck hang for a moment. And then uncross into a forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, draw up to standing, root through the heels. Exhale, send palms to heart. Inhale, gaze up, lift the arms. Exhale, bend to fold forwards. Halfway up on inhale. Exhale, bring the body back to the plank. Travel high to low. Inhale, expand the chest, up dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Left leg lifts on inhale, swing the left foot through. And lift the right heel, pressing through the back right heel, lifting up to high lunge. Crescent lunge. This time you'll open the arms to a T to the left. Right arm is in front, left arm comes behind. You're rotating only from the upper body here. Hips still face forwards. Release slowly that right hand to the mat under right shoulder. Inhale, left arm skyward. Twisted lunge. And release that left hand to the top of the mat. Shift the weight forward to the left foot, keeping a bend to the left knee as you lift the right leg, flexing right foot. Lift the left arm when you're ready, open, revolved half moon. With control, you'll keep a bend in the left knee. Slowly set the right foot back down, lifting back up to that high crescent lunge. Arms come up. Release the right arm under the left this time, crossing at the elbows, allowing elbows to draw away from the body and hands skyward. You're drawing the belly in and up to the spine. Shift the weight forward when you're ready to that front left foot. Keep a bend to the left knee. Lift and cross the right leg over the left. Again, like me, you can keep your right toes connected to the ground. Drawing the inner thighs together. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Elbows are drawn away, hands lifted. Full breath in. And exhale, cross-legged forward fold. Right leg is crossed over the left. Relax or release the arms. Bringing a nice stretch to that back left leg. And you'll uncross the legs to your forward fold. And just take a deeper forward fold. Maybe you allow the opposite hands to grab each elbow. Maybe you keep a little bend to the knees if straight legs is too much. Maybe you sway side to side. If arms are crossed, just release hands to the ground. Relax the neck. And then on your inhale, press to the shins. Lift up halfway and look ahead. Exhale on the fold. Inhale, draw up to standing, rooting through heels. Exhale, send palms to heart. From here, you're just going to allow a bit of warmth in the hips. So start to shift the weight into the left foot, making circles with the right hip. A few times each direction. And then you'll interlace or wrap the fingers around the right knee. If that's comfortable, you'll stay there. If you feel nice and balanced, you might use the right fingers to grab hold of the right big toes and extend the right leg straight. Again, right leg straight or a wrap around the right knee bent. Either way, straight leg or bent knee, you'll inhale as you open the right leg to the side, opening right hip, keeping left hand on hip or extending left arm out to the side. As you exhale, draw that right knee back into the center, bring the palms to heart, and come into Warrior 3, allowing that right leg to travel behind, flexing the right foot. Slowly set that right foot down. Inhale both arms up to a high lunge. And then exhale, open to Warrior 2, opening that back foot so it's parallel to short side of mat. And then release that left elbow towards left thigh. Inhale, right arm skyward or overhead into side angle. The palm is flipped down towards the ground. You'll inhale back up to the Warrior 2, gazing over left middle finger. Using the quads to roll the hips open towards the ceiling or sky. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands towards the top of mat, back to your plank position. Exhale, high to low. Inhale to upward dog, shoulders roll up and back. Exhale, downward dog. On your inhale, send the right leg skyward. Keep it lifted as you shift the weight forward into a plank position. If you can, take a couple of push-ups, keeping the elbows close to the body and the leg lifted. And then send that right leg back to the ceiling in downward dog. Softly release the right leg to the ground. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. On the exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, travel to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, send palms to heart. This time we'll warm the left hip, so plant the right foot or leg, send the left hip in some circles in both directions. And then as you stand balancing on the right leg, you'll draw the belly in and up. You'll draw the left knee in towards the chest, bending the left knee, wrapping the hands around the left knee. Again, staying there, or if comfortable, extending the left leg straight, using the left fingers to hold left foot. So straight-legged or bent knee, find your balance, drawing the belly in, and slowly open the left knee or leg to your left side, opening the hip, keeping right hand to hip or extended out to your side. Focus on the ground or on one spot. And then draw that knee back into the chest, bending the knee of the leg straight, and the palms into the heart as the left leg comes behind into a balancing Warrior 3. The right knee stays bent a little bit. And then slowly set that left foot down, pressing through the back left heel. Inhale, arms up to high crescent lunge. On your exhale, open the arms to a T, Warrior 2, gazing over that front finger, front middle finger. And then exhale, right elbow towards the thigh. Inhale, left arm skyward or overhead, flipping the palm down. Be sure your core is supporting here, that you're not leaning that right shoulder into right knee or thigh. On your next inhale, lift the arms back up to a T, warrior two, gazing over the right middle fingers. Using the quads again to roll the hips open towards the ceiling. Grounding through that back left foot. Right knee stays over the ankle. On your exhale, cartwheel the hands to the top, bring your body to the plank, travel high to low. Inhale, expand the chest, activate the inner thighs. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift that left leg, keep it lifted, shift the weight forward to a plank, shoulders over the wrists, stay here, or take 3 push-ups, keeping the elbows close to the body. Lift it back up on the inhale, 3-legged dog, and exhale, lower the left leg, downward facing dog. On the next exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, hop if you can to the top of mat. From here, we'll just open into a wide-legged squat, yoga squat, also called malasana. Start to separate the feet and allow just a little swing side to side or back and forth to soften the hips. We'll bend the knees, lowering the bottom towards the ground in a frog-like position. You might turn the toes out a little bit. Your heels don't have to be touching the ground, but can be. If comfortable in this squat, you'll bring the palms into the heart center and allow the elbows inside of the legs to just gently press the legs open. If this is too deep of a squat for you, you have issues with the knees, you can release the hands to the ground and lift the bottom up so there's not as much compression. If you'd like to try crow pose, now is also a good time. You can plant the hands firmly, lift the tailbone high, walk the feet up close to the hands, and then press the knees into the backs of arms or triceps. You can lean the weight forwards, lifting one leg at a time, or the other leg. You can just practice leaning the weight forwards, or if comfortable, you'll draw the belly in and up and lift both legs into your crow pose. Again, you do not have to. You can stay in that squat, any squat that's comfortable. If you are in crow pose, you might release and come back into that squat. Relax the hips and glutes. And then bring the palms to the heart. Lift the tailbone high into a straight-legged forward fold, relaxing the shoulders and neck. And press up halfway on your inhale. Exhale as you fold, plant the hands, hop back to a plank position, travel high to low. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, back, downward dog. This time you'll step the right foot forwards towards the top of the mat and just turn your body to the side so you're coming into a wide-legged stance, a wide-legged forward fold. The feet are wider than the hips, much wider if possible, and feet are parallel towards each other. You can relax the hands to the ground and lower the body as much as is comfortable towards the ground. I can touch my head to the ground. If you cannot, just keep the hands to the ground. If your head is to the ground and you're really comfortable, the arms might walk out to each leg, and you might pull the backs of the legs, pulling the upper body towards the ground or feet or legs. Just finding the best opening in backs of legs in any place. And from wherever you are, the hands will draw into the mat. Your right hand will stay rooted to the mat. You'll inhale, left arm open to the ceiling or sky. Exhale that left hand between your right arm across the body and reach for your right leg somewhere. Maybe your thigh, maybe your hip, maybe just your back, wherever you can reach. You're opening the shoulder blades. Release that left hand to the ground. Inhale, right arm skyward. And then slowly release that right hand underneath, across under the left arm to the left leg. Opening the shoulder blades somehow, grabbing a hold of left leg wherever. We'll then release both hands to the ground and relax one more time towards a forward fold. Make sure your stance is comfortable. You can always widen or shorten your stance. And again, opening backs of legs. Called Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. When you're ready, you'll press up halfway on the inhale. Just slowly walk the hands back over the top of mat, bending the right knee. Bring the body back to a plank position. Travel high to low on exhale. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, hips away from hands, downward dog. Right leg comes up on the inhale, bend the right knee and open, if you can, the right hip over the left. Try not to let that left shoulder dip down. Slowly send that right knee in towards the chest and all the way to the ground, allowing right knee to come to the ground and right foot to come over towards the left wrist. It does not have to come all the way, just as comfortable as you can be here. You'll allow that back left foot to relax. And make sure you feel a nice deep stretch in the front left hip, also under the right hamstring. You're trying to keep hips as level as possible here in pigeon pose. If your hips can stay nice and level and you're comfortable, you can allow the forearms to relax to the ground. If that's too much, bring the hands back up for support. If you're comfortable on the forearms, you might make two fists with your hands and just stack them so you can rest your head. To relax your neck, head rests on the fists or hands. Take several breaths, just really sending the air into the back of lungs, back of body, noticing that back lift softly on inhale. And come back down towards the ground on exhale. Allow a nice deep breath in and a slow, relaxing breath out. Make sure the glutes are relaxed. Slowly send the hands back up if they were on the ground. Take a moment here. And when you're ready, you'll just curl the left toes under. You'll lift back into a downward facing dog and lift that right leg up again to a three-legged dog. Just feel free to make some circles or movement with that right leg or hip. Just bringing some blood flow back into that leg. When you're ready, you'll release back to downward facing dog. And then you'll just switch sides, lifting that left leg on inhale, bending the left knee, opening left hip over right. Try not to let the right shoulder dip down too much. When you're ready, you'll send that left leg or left knee back into the chest, releasing left knee to the ground, bringing the left foot over towards or behind the right wrist as much as is comfortable. You can soften or relax the back toes. Feeling again a nice deep stretch in the front right hip and the left leg or under left hamstring. If you don't have enough stretch, you can always lift that right knee, pick it up, scoot it back a little bit, and set that right knee down. That will bring a deeper stretch to the front right hip. Again, you can stay supported with both hands, or if comfortable and the hips are nice and level, not rocking too much to one side or the other, then you can drop down to the forearms. Again, if that's comfortable with the forearms, hips are nice and level, you can make two fists with both palms, stack the fists and relax your head on the fists so that your neck can relax. Again, you're just focusing on sending that air into the back of body, backs of lungs, just taking nice even breaths. If it's helpful for the mind to focus, just count the inhale, count the exhale, maybe 4 counts to an inhale, and 4 counts to an exhale. Again, the glutes are relaxed. We'll use the inhales to take in air, the exhales to soften something in body. When you're ready, slowly draw the hands, if you're on your forearms, back up to the ground. And then slowly curl the back toes under, lifting the body back to down dog, sending that left leg back up skyward, making a few circles or movements with left leg or hip. then when you're ready, release back to downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, hop back to the top of mat. Come up halfway on the inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, send palms to heart. Step to the top of your mat, bend the knees, point the tailbone down as you lift arms into chair pose. Exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back to the plank position, travel high to low, shoulders are over the wrists. Inhale, expand the chest, gaze up. Exhale, back, downward dog. So here you'll shorten your stance a little bit, walking the feet closer to the hands. Release the right arm and grab the left shin or leg if you can, twisting your downward dog. You might release that right hand, switch sides, release the left hand, grab the right leg or shin, twisting the down dog, opposite direction. And then release back to downward facing dog. Just soften down to both knees here to a tabletop position. Knees are under the hips, wrists are under the shoulders. I'll keep a nice sort of flat back. On the inhale, you'll lift the left leg, flexing the left foot, pointing the toes down. If comfortable, lifting the right arm at the same time. You're trying to keep the arm and leg as parallel as is possible to the ground. Really pushing through the back heel, reaching through the front arm or through the top of head. On the exhale, pull the knee into the elbow. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg. Exhale, pull elbow into the opposite knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pulse in. As you come back up again, lengthening, you'll bend that left leg. And if you can wrap or bind that right arm towards left leg. Twisting here, sort of like a dancer pose. Exhale, release back to that tabletop position. Take a few cat-cows to neutralize. Belly will come down as head and hips rise on the inhale. Exhale, back rounds. Inhale, head and hips lift. Exhale, rounding the back, opening space behind back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the back. Move slowly. As you complete, you'll come back to that neutral tabletop position. Lift the right leg this time, flexing the right foot, pointing toes down. If comfortable, lifting the left hand. We'll try to keep the ribs lifted here. Try not to let the belly sink down. Pressing through back heel, reaching through left fingers or through head. Strengthening core. Core means all of the midsection, not just abs. On the exhale, pulse the elbow into the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pulse elbow into the knee. Keep your balance. Almost lost mine. Exhale, pulse elbow into the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pulse in. And then if you can, bend that right foot. Grab with the left hand, the opposite right foot. Don't have to bind, but you can. If bound, you'll kick that foot up and away into the hand. On your exhale, you'll release to the tabletop position. Again, take a few slow cat-cows. So nice and slow, any pace. Move as slow as you can. Nice full breath. Inhaling as you look up. Exhaling as you round the back. As you come back to the neutral tabletop position, just walk the knees back a little bit and exhale the belly all the way down to the ground or mat. You can feel free to release both arms in just sort of a 90-degree or cactus arms out to the sides. You're just completely relaxing the body, belly to the ground. Relaxing the muscles, maybe allowing the air to exit through the mouth if you like. And then bringing the air only in and out through the nose. You'll bring the chin towards the ground or mat. You'll interlace the fingers behind the back. Lift the chest and upper back and legs if you can. So you're only lifting as much as is comfortable. If you feel any compression in the low back, lower your legs back down. If legs are lifted, you're squeezing inner thighs together. You're keeping a neutral neck. Gaze is just at the ground or top of your mat. On your exhale, just completely relax. The hands back to that 90-degree angle or cactus arms. Release any excess air throughout mouth if you like. As you bring the breath back in through the nose, we'll try one more time. So the fingers will interlace behind the back again, rolling the shoulders up and back together, squeezing the inner thighs, lifting the links. Or you can bend the knees and wrap the hands from the outsides into bow pose. Try not to let the knees separate, but draw the knees in towards each other. Again, neutral neck, gaze is just at ground or ahead of top of mat. We'll kick those feet into the hands. If that was too much, you can release. Either way, you'll release when you're ready, back to your belly, relaxing the body. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release through mouth. As you inhale next, you'll press back up, lifting the upper body and pressing back towards a child's pose. So you might widen the knees here. You'll draw the bottom or tailbone towards the heels. You can feel free to bring the hands to the ground, reaching the hands or walking them forwards to bring a nice stretch under arms, or just completely relax the arms. Allowing long breath in, long breath out. When you're ready, you'll slowly lift back up through your tabletop position. You'll keep the hips stacked over the knees, and then walk the hands underneath the shoulders. You'll lift the right arm on inhale, send the right arm through across the body or under the chest into a twisted sort of position, or thread of the needle as you call it. You can keep the left arm extended out, the left arm to the ceiling, or the left arm behind the back. Wherever you feel the best or most comfortable twist. You'll keep the hips stacked over the knees. If you need a little bit more space, you might widen the knees apart. You're trying to draw the belly in and up to the spine. On your exhale, release that left hand back to the ground. Come up back to your tabletop position. Take a few cat-cows to neutralize the spine. Move slowly. When you're ready, the right wrist roots under the shoulder, left arm comes up on inhale. Cross the left arm under or across the body. This time again, keeping the right arm extended out in front of you, lifting the right arm skyward, or you can wrap it behind the back. You're drawing the belly in and up, and you're just finding the deepest or most comfortable deep twist, opening the right shoulder. Take a full breath even though you're twisting. On your exhale, release the right hand. Inhale back up to your tabletop position. Take 3 cat-cows, nice and slow. And then just cross the ankles or legs as you come into a seated position. Now send the legs out in front of you, making sure both legs are long and the hamstrings and legs are fully connected to ground. You'll grab your skin, lift and pull it away from the sit bones. Send your hands or arms up on the inhale. Exhale, extend the arms and upper body away from you, releasing the hands towards the legs, the shins, the heels, the ground, wherever you comfortably touch. So you'll notice a round in the back here. That's fine. You just want to make sure that you're not having too much compression between the chin and chest. You're trying to lengthen the upper body away out of the hips and then folding over the lower body. Just make sure wherever your grip is or where you're grabbing that you're not bringing the shoulders up to the ears. We tend to do that sometimes, or at least I do. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, taking a few long breaths. As you slowly rise back up on the inhale, you'll just grab or pull that left foot, pull the left foot into the groin. Again, make sure the skin is lifted away from the sit bones. Keep the right leg long. Lift the arms on inhale. Extend away from you on the exhale, folding the upper body over that right leg this time. Head to knee pose, also called Savasana. Again, the shoulders relax from the ears. You're making sure that right leg is connected to the ground. If you notice the right knee popping up off the ground, you need to ease out of the fold a little bit or lift the upper body up. One last inhale. Exhale. As you inhale back up to your seated position, switch the legs, drawing the right foot into the groin. Left leg extends, skin slides out and away from sit bones. Inhale both arms up. Exhale, extend the upper body away, out of the hips as you fold over that left leg. Again, left leg stays fully connected. Left toes point up to ceiling, deepening that stretch under the leg. Take a full breath in. Exhale to soften. Take one more breath in. Exhale, soften. As you slowly start to rise back up on your inhale, lift up slowly and bring a bend to both legs here. Just going to scoot towards the center of your mat, crossing both legs or bringing one leg on top of the other. You're going to bring the hands to the ground or knuckles to the ground and pull the belly into spine. Lift the legs if you can and butt off the ground just to stabilize. Set them back down and then bring the soles of feet together, opening the knees wide into Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose. You're pulling the soles of feet in towards each other, feet in towards the groin. And you're only folding forwards if you need that extra stretch in hips here. You can allow the elbows to gently press down on the shins or thighs. Again, you're making sure the shoulders are not actively creeping up to the ears. Try and hold in one place, try not to bounce if possible. When you're ready, you'll inhale back up to seated, draw the knees back in towards each other, scoot towards the top of your mat so you have enough space to lie down onto the back. From here, you'll just walk the feet out a little bit or towards the top of your mat and just softly allow the knees to toss from one side to the other, sort of like windshield wipers. Slowly tossing the knees to the right and to the left. And then you'll bring soles of feet back together and knees are up towards the ceiling. You scoot your feet in close so they can about 6 inches or so away from the bottom. You'll keep the hands to the ground and you'll send the hips and bottom up towards the ceiling. Always kind of grab my butt, jiggle it a little. Make sure your butt is nice and loose. You're not activating the glutes all the way. You're focusing the stretch, or squeeze rather, on the inner thighs, squeezing the inner thighs towards each other. If you're comfortable, you can lift the shoulders one at a time, tuck the shoulders under so you can interlace both fingers and find a little bit more expanse in chest, supporting with the shoulders rather than back of neck. Grounding through the feet, lifting through the hips and bottom. Take full breath. Maybe you notice the belly rising on inhale. And keep the hands to the ground or the fingers interlaced. And as you slowly come back down, just release the hands. Allow the back to come down to the ground. Find those windshield wipers again, tossing the knees one side to the right and the left. And then just bring both knees into the chest, wrapping the hands around the shins. Feel free to open the knees or hips if you like, completely relaxing the inner thigh and groin. Knees wide. And then as you bring knees back together, just softly allow the knees to fall to the left side of body, opening the arms to a T, and gazing opposite direction of knees or to your right. Try not to worry about if your right shoulder is connected to the ground or not. Just let the knees toss to the side, let the body twist naturally, allowing gravity to do the work. Still filling on the inhale. As you unwind, bring the knees back into the chest for just a moment. And then slowly soften or set the knees down to the right side of body. Opening arms to a T, gazing over to your left. Feel free to close the eyes. Again, just allowing gravity to do the work. No effort here. As you do unwind again, you'll draw the knees back into the chest. You might rock or sway side to side. You might make a few movements with the legs or feet if needed. And just slowly find your way towards a relaxing position here. You might take a full body stretch. Again, just getting rid of any movements you might need. And then finding a nice, comfortable, relaxing place. Allowing the legs to separate as much as is comfortable, maybe wider than your mat even. Allow the ankles to roll open, the arms to relax at the sides. You can keep the hands relaxed at the sides or always bring one palm to the belly or to the chest. You can keep the palms facing up for a more receptive feeling. Or should you want to feel more grounded, feel free to place the palms down, inviting more of a centered feeling. Just taking the next few short minutes to allow the body to relax, the muscles to relax, the practice to just assimilate with the body. And rather than actively focusing on the breath, unless that helps you focus best, just try to let go of the breath, of control over the breath, allowing each inhale to come and go on its own with a sense of ease. In this relaxed state, the inhales bring in new, fresh oxygen. The exhales just release old, stale air. Should anything come to your mind now or in the next moment or two or thereafter, acknowledge whatever it is that comes to mind. And on your next exhale, allow that thought to pass. Allow the air to enter again through the nose, exit again through the nose. Bringing fresh air in, nourishing the body, and exhaling to release old, stale air. Try to enjoy maybe 5 really long breaths. Maybe now noticing that belly rise on the inhale. Belly contracting back to spine on the exhale. After you exhale completely, you might just draw the knees up towards the ceiling, bringing the soles of feet to the ground, maybe bringing one hand to the belly, one to the chest. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling smoothly. As you slowly prepare to sit up, you might keep the eyes closed and try to just keep a nice sense of calm with you as you begin to slowly move. As you slowly find your way back to that seat, again, eyes closed, you'll find a cross-legged seat. Bring a nice tall spine, keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips. Relaxing the hands in the lap. Taking a moment to note how the body feels, mind feels. You might also remember or acknowledge whatever it was that brought you to your mat today or to your practice today. You might take one moment to reflect on something you learned about yourself or body. And then just slowly bring the palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, keeping the eyes closed, lift the palms up to the ceiling. Allow the palms to float back down to the lap. Again, slowly bring the palms to heart center. Bow the head to the hands. In respect and honor of your practice, thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thank you. Hope to see you again soon.